Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about arc length and sector area. Basically, arc length is like a piece of a circumference. So like as you can see here, this thing is shaded, so it's like a piece out of the circumference. So find the arc length of AB, so we need to find this to this, so this piece, right? And the arc length is like a piece out of the circumference, so kind of like a fraction. So, and these two, they're equal, like, how can I explain? These two equations, they are used together because, first of all, they do equal the same, but also because, how can I explain? Well, basically, because just like, imagine them as being a brother and a sister, I guess. So, we don't know the arc length, we don't know it. However, arc length, we do know everything else. For example, over here, we can put the radius, which is 6. So, arc 2 pi 6 equals 80 over 360, and then we can get the two thingy magic over here, and then we're going to get the answer for arc length. Now for ATB, this time it's going to be for this thing here. So in this case, what we do is do exactly the same thing. However, instead we do 36 take away 80, because we're not looking for this part, we're looking for this part, like how much degrees is here, which is going to be 280. Yeah, and so that's going to be times arc length, and like the 2 pi 6 is the same, so you're going to get the answers for that. Now find the arc length of AB and CD where the diameter is 3 inches. So look, we're given that the diameter, so this is 3 inches. This whole thing. And we know that this is 50 because like they add up to 130. So we just do like what we would do there. However, we do the diameter, we do the radius as 1.5. So arc over 2 pi 1.5 equals 50 over 360. Then move this here, and then the arc equals something, and then we times that something by 2 because these two, they're equal, and we need to find the arc length of and, so I guess together. So yeah, find the area of the shaded region. So the way you find the areas, basically like all the equations are here. So we just kind of have to again use the moving stuff around. So it would be 6 squared, and then over here we would have 80, and then we would move this thing here, and then we would have sector area. And yeah, and then same here, but again 3 inches, so R will be 1.5. This will be 50, and then you times that by 2 because this time you definitely add them because they're both shaded, so they're like, imagine them if they were like this. So yeah, kind of like this. And I'm just thinking if I was right here by saying adding them, but even if you don't add them, they equal the same, so you can just put, there'll probably 2 boxes or only one. If there would be one, you would add them, but if there's 2, then you write the same answer because they equal the same, because they're not parallel, but against opposite each other. Yeah, so yeah.